Hello guys, and today I'm going to be starting a new series. I'm starting so many series. Can I say that correctly? I'm starting so many series, and if you know what these are, then good for you, they're awesome. So, this is going to be called Paranormal series. It's just going to be things that are out of the normal. So, paranormal does not mean spirit, ghost, any of that stuff. Haunted, whatever. It means out of the normal or not normal. So today for the first episode, I'm going to be showing you some equipment that is used for communicating with spirits. And I use this a lot. I love this. It is really cool. And when you first see this, you are on videos, or if somebody else is using these, you're like, what everybody pretty much thinks is they're doing it themselves. And then once you actually feel how this feels, and once you actually do this, it becomes clear that they aren't moving it by themselves. So I'm gonna go right into this. These are called dowsing rods, and they have some purposes. They have a few purposes. I'm pretty sure they were first used to figure out where like water is. And so these right here, they go towards water. So if I start walking towards a lake with these, they're going to cross because the force is like pushing it. The force. Okay. I made a really bad joke right there. But anyway, the closer you get to it, it's going to cross. And the more closer you get it, the more it crosses. And the farther away you get, it's going to pull back. And if it's like this, that means something's behind you. And if there's not a river or groundwater behind you, well, there's probably spirit behind you, because theoretically, spirits have electromagnets in them and some other things. All right, so let's get into these. Some people actually hunt gold with this. So, I mean, I've never done it. So, all right. So first things first. How do you hold these? If you hold it incorrectly, if you hold it way down low over here, it's just going to sway and go in all these different directions. You don't want to hold it like this, or else nothing's going to be able to move it, or unless you move it yourself. Please don't move it yourself. It's not really cool. And you don't want to hold it up too high, or else it just, by the force of gravity, it's going to do that. So what you want to do it is you're going to keep your back straight. And if you can see this, you want to put your fist like that. And it's just in a firm grasp, and there must be something pulling it because I'm not moving it. So, yeah. And you don't want it too loose, not too tight, just right in the middle. So you want to hold them like this, right in front of you. And you can see that I'm keeping my thumbs right here by my fingers. So you want to keep it like that. You want to keep them kind of close to each other, not this close and not way out. So you want to keep like this. And so first of all, how I learned and how somebody else taught me is that you can only answer with yes and no questions. Yes, no. So I will get into that. So what I do is I ask a spirit a question. So I might say, is a spirit in the room for me? Cross for yes, uncross for no. And I was in a graveyard actually, and there were lots of spirits. And so what we do is we'd walk in the graveyard, and suddenly, I'm moving this right now, guys, don't freak out. It would go this way. And so we'd do this, and then it'd suddenly do this. And that means that we're having a tombstone. So then, we'd ask questions. So I'm going to give you guys a little demonstration, and there might be some spirits willing to get in my video. So let's see, guys. Sometimes my hands shake when I'm doing this because sometimes I get really crazy results. So don't think I'm moving these because I don't do that. Alright, so if there's a spirit in this room, cross for yes, uncross for no. You can see my hands are kind of shaking, but if your hands shook like mine, they wouldn't move this much. And so actually, if you're doing this, you will feel a tug, a kind of light tug, because they can't pull. They can't only. Well, I mean, some spirits can pull really hard, but normally and usually most of the time you get just this light pull that you can feel right around here. And so you just want to ask questions like, did you die of natural causes? Cross for yes, uncross for no. And you can see that it is a no. And my right one is pulling really hard. That is that is cool, actually. All right, so these are around $15, $16. I actually think I got this for $12, around that, at this shop in Hannibal, Missouri, and it was really awesome. I did this. They gave us this tour, and at the end, we got to use dowsing rods. It was really cool, and so I was like, hey, I need dowsing rods, and my mom was like, oh yeah, you can get those, and so they're really cool. Any skeptics out there? You can believe what you can believe. I don't really care. You can believe that I would. I don't care if you believe I was moving these or not. But once you actually experience these, you know. And I actually was, before the tour, skeptic of spirits existing until I used these, and it was just a really cool experience. So, just look up Amazon dowsing rods, and you'll get maybe some high-priced ones, maybe some low-priced ones. Go get yourself some of these because they're really cool. Bye.